This is Breaking News Japan.
Good evening, I'm Charlotte, bringing you the latest news from Japan. After 2 decades of deflation, the country seems to have finally overcome it, with a strong yen and a booming stock market in sight. However, inflation continues to accelerate in Japan, while Western countries are seeing signs of a peak in inflation after an early rise. The Bank of Japan's February Domestic Corporate Goods Price Index, released on March 10, confirms that inflation remains a reality. Although the index experienced a 0.4% drop from the previous month, it continued to rise by 8.2% from the same month last year. The government's electricity and gas cost reduction measures that were implemented in the same month had a negative effect, leading to the February index slowing down. Despite the index's decline, efforts to contain inflation have been effective. If we overlook the 3 categories, including electricity, gas, and wood products, that contributed negatively to the index, the PPI increased by 0.2% compared to the previous month.
The victorious Japanese team from the WBC quarterfinals against Italy departed for Miami, Florida, USA at 2:50 a.m. on March 17 after traveling by bus from Tokyo Dome to Haneda Airport. The team will face either Puerto Rico, who were runners-up in Group D, or the winners of Group C, Mexico, in their upcoming semifinal game scheduled for March 20 at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. on March 21 Japan Standard Time. In the exciting 7th inning of the game against Italy, Yu Darvish, Padres, MLB's top-tier pitcher, took to the mound after Shohei Ohtani's Angels' exceptional pitch. Japan won the game 9-3. The live broadcast of the Japan vs. Italy quarterfinals on TV Asahi on March 16 garnered an average household viewing rate of 48% on March 17, from 7:09 to 9:54 p.m., the highest viewer rating of the year, surpassing the previous WBC record of 44.4% set during the Japan vs. South Korea group stage match on March 10. This game also marked Japan's 5th consecutive game with over 40% viewership in the tournament.
Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida and South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol agreed on the resumption of their shuttle diplomacy and the start of new discussions on security dialogue and economic security during their meeting at the Prime Minister's office on the evening of the 16th. Kishida referred to Yoon's visit to Japan as a significant step toward the normalization of Japan-South Korea relations and expressed his willingness to build a trusting relationship. Although Kishida said they are considering his visit to South Korea at an appropriate time, the specific time has not yet been decided. During the summit, Yoon also spoke of Japan as a partner with whom they should cooperate in security and economy given their shared universal values, such as freedom and human rights. They also discussed North Korea's intercontinental ballistic missile launch on the same day. Kishida called it a clear act of provocation, and said that Japan, South Korea, and Japan-US Korea cooperation should be discussed. Yoon also expressed concern over North Korea's nuclear and missile development as a significant threat to international peace and stability, and emphasized the importance of close cooperation between Japan and South Korea in handling the issue wisely. This was the first visit by a South Korean head of state to Japan for a bilateral summit since South Korea's former President Moon Jae-in's visit in May 2018, thus, it has been almost 5 years. The last time a South Korean leader visited Japan purely for a summit was about 11 years ago when former President Lee Myung-bak visited Kyoto in December 2010. Meanwhile, Yoon arrived in Japan on the morning of the 16th and attended the summit with Kishida in the afternoon. The trip aimed to overcome the biggest issue between Japan and South Korea, the issue of forced labor, and to improve relations, which have been at their worst since the normalization of diplomatic relations. The summit also aimed to strengthen cooperation on security, including the North Korean issue. North Korea's missile launch on the same day, which is believed to have been meant to convey a strong message during the Japan-South Korea summit, was noted.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe our channel.